back. We're back. Make more. More. We're gonna make more. Yeah, no. Maddie J. Gotta love Maddie J. Alright. I just love that. It's like the best song intro for a fishing channel. Shut up and fish. Let me empty this. I'll be right back. Use a drain, but at the same time, this has no drain. Alright. Oh, I should show you something really cool. This is really cool. So, try not to hurt this while it's still drying. So, these right here. Oh, let's turn these lights off. So, what I'm going to do this bait right here. I put a luminescence inside the belly clear coat. A few. Look at that. Look at that. Shine some UV light on that. Baby glows in the dark. The thing's fantastic. So that is really cool. Might do that again. I don't know. First we'll fish with it and see what happens. Alright, so got lots of jerk baits, a lot of square bills, S-bills. Small, we'll do small ones. Do some finesse. Any more finesse in here? Oh, there's the eel size. I said the eyes. Alright, so we got this. Okay, good. Do those four. Stick with a little bit of finessing. So, we're just going to wipe off any kind of residual on that. Make sure the paint sticks. So we're just wiping down the baits. So, boop. Okay, I'll get some light on. And then we're going clipping these babies in. Now these we're not going to go, I don't think I'm going to go with color shift on here. Oh, okay, wipe that one down. And we need something a little brighter than these metallics I've been painting. So we're going to go with these little jerk baits, finesse baits. I got a square bill here also on that, single hook one. And we're going to go with a white base on it because that always helps with a brighter color. And we're going to go white base and pearl white on it. I will definitely need my transparent yellow because I always use that. And I'm going to have to go with the green. So we'll go with an opaque green, yellow, pearl, white base. That's what we're going to do. So I hope you guys have got all your shopping done. Today's probably your panic day. If you haven't bought all your gifts for tomorrow. And I always loved it when I ran retail stores. People would walk in today and say, I need this. I go, no, that's not the question. The question is, what do you have in stock And then I look at him and says, and you get to choose between all of that. I go, you don't, you just walk in here and say, I need this because you really waited till the last day. That's not too good. They go, oh yeah, you're right. What do you got like this? I go, okay, got this and this. I go, which one you want? Before somebody else buys it. So we're just laying down a nice white base coat on this right now. That's what we're doing. Nice white base coat. So we can get a nice bright colors. Very important. Could just go with, bone. That would make it really simple and it would work. Bone works good. Get to dry it. Put another coat of white over it. And I see it just didn't adhere very good on a couple of these. So you just got to make it nice and flat and opaque. So we do that. And a bone would be really, really good. Instead of going with this, make it real simple too. And simple works. Just a bone color bait, solid bone. Works really good. So we'll shake up the bone. Shake the bone. Shake the bone. Do not forget to go to my giveaway. Got a giveaway going on, this reel. But not that one just like it. I use it on my ultralight. What's it called? I forgot what it's called. It's a pissy fun reel. ICX. It's a 500 spinning reel. Really nice. Very light. Great for light tackle. Great for ice fishing. So, we're going to have a late season, I think, this year. Short season because lakes aren't frozen yet, and weather hasn't really been conducive to a good freeze. Fish Lake, I hear, has got 4 inches, 5 inches. We've got a lot of open water, so when you got open water on the other side of your ice, you got to be very, very careful. Because it thins out as you get closer to the open water. And open water can break up the ice with a good wind. So you really, I ain't getting on it. I like to see us perfectly frozen the lake. At least froze over the whole lake, so if the wind comes in and it creates waves, it won't break up the ice, and I go through it and die. Hypothermia is, it's not a bad way to go, but it's not you just don't want to go. That's not how I started of hypothermia last year. Looks like that needle needs to be wiped off. We got a moment. All those are drying. That's good. Clean that out. So I'll put the bone in there. This stuff is really thin. You probably don't have to put any reducer in it, but we will. A couple drops of reducer in it. We'll just shake it out. Probably put some transparent yellow on it just to brighten it up a little bit from the bone. So I love transparent yellow a lot. So we're just shaking these up. And then I'll probably do some, I got these bigger ones here. Got this new blank. Check it out. I'll do 3 sets of 4 and make 12 baits today. Little baits are the hardest, as you guys know. And so I try to keep them simple when it comes to little baits. Try to keep it simple. Yeah, simple works. Bone and yellow work really, really good, which basically bone is a white with yellow in it, so it gives a nice little transition on it. I'm going to make the back end yellow, I think. Okay, it's opposite of what I did with these other ones. You know, these are sort of a black towards the yellow. So we're going to do that opposite of that a little bit, but brighter colors all the way around. So I had to order more split rings and hooks. So let's put a couple drops of reducer in here, and then some of this bone. Come on. There's a lot in there. Where are you? It's not coming out. Must have a clog. Shouldn't. Not with this tip. It's not coming out. Let's grab a toothpick. That should do it. Maybe not. So much for that poor tip. It's good paint. That poor tip seems to have been clogged up somehow. That's okay. So we do it this way. Not too much. Ooh, that's too much. Like I said, this stuff's really thin. Alright, there we go. There we go. Get it primed. And we we'll do another coat on that. Let that sit in front of the hair dryer. Sometimes I change my mind while I'm painting this. I'm thinking, what can I do on top of this? Good base. Like I said, just bone works good. Put a couple black false eyes in there and you're good to go. So we're going to let that dry. Then we'll touch it up a little bit with what little bone I got left in that. And we're going to go with a light green. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to add some yellow to this green in order to lighten it up. Actually, we're going to add a little bit of green to the shell. That's what we're going to do. Shake, shake, shake. Now we just wait for this base to dry. You don't want to put a different color on top of another color while it's still wet. So you want it, tacky. And then this way they won't, you won't smoosh it. You don't want to smoosh it. Okay, just touch this up a little bit. Where I see the white maybe. So. Okay. I'll just get that all dry. Hey, Connery. Alright, so yeah. I'll just paint some finesse baits. I did something really crazy. I put this luminescence right on the belly of this one, so it glows. This thing glows really bright. Let me see. Turn that off. Turn that off. Watch this. Watch this. This is so cool. So we're going to blast this with some UV. And that baby, you give it 5 minutes of this, that thing's going to glow under the water. So cool. That is so cool. So just the belly. I only did the belly on this. And same stuff I put on my ice fishing baits. That is such a cool effect. So I think the fish are going to go nuts for it. But, we'll test it out when I go to the coast. And we'll test it out in the ocean. Or off a pier, dock fishing. And we'll give it a shot. We'll see if those ocean fish go after the luminescence. I have never been to the Oregon coast, so this will be a first. I'm a Southern California boy, mid-coast, Central Coast, Southern California, so this will be a first time up here. We catch calico bass over in Southern California, and a lot of perch, mackerel, tons of mackerel. I did paint this big mackerel pattern, so I might toss this one out there and see if I can get anything to hit this mackerel. So we'll see. Check that out. That would be amazing for a wiper. What's a wiper? I don't know what a wiper is. But it would be really cool. It's going to be really cool. So we're going to put some of this. Now we're going to make a very light green. I'm going to put these in. And we got another minute, but we'll mix the paint. We want to tip that yellow. Yeah, one drop of green does it. Dark colors will tint so quickly. hopefully you entered my drawing for this reel. So this reel right here, sure enough, this exact one just like it. I use it on one of my ultralights. That's my crappie rod. So great reel. Well, it's really a nice fishing reel, but it works great for everything. It's a spinning reel, for goodness sakes. So, alright, so we need, what I want to do, I wanted to do the opposite, didn't I? No, but I like the back end being darker than the front end. Sort of give it a fade. Give it sort of a fade into great green. Yeah, that's looks really good. That's going to catch fish. Although I say that every bait I paint, I say it's going to catch fish. It's just the way you fish with it. You know, it's fun. I catch fish with all my baits. I don't think I've had a bait that I haven't caught a fish with yet. You gotta learn the bait. This particular blank I did in craws, and it worked really well. Give this one a little darker spine on it. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I love these finesse hard baits. They catch so many fish. Small baits catch fish. That looks really cool. Get those to dry. Got all this extra green. A little darker spine on them. Good. They look real good. So I can do a little darker backbone to it. See how those dry up. Check them out. Thanks, Connor. Hybrid between a striper and a white bass. They're in Anna Reservoir up by Silver Lake. The lake doesn't freeze over. Huh? I really, jerk baits are like the mainstay for everybody. They will always find a way to catch a fish. So I have quite a few jerk baits, and that design, this back end, hard for you to tell right now, but it's a color shift from yellow to green. So with that yellow-green up front, and then the that fluorescent yellow underneath it, it really is a very good complement, the way it sort of ties together. It's going to be interesting to see what it how it works. So I got sort of hiding by the rest of them there, but so there's that. This one can use a little bit more on the backbone. And I look pretty good on this one. So. Really good. I love that. I love that the colors they work, they really do work. So people, when I paint baits for our area, everybody paints what works for them, It's just what we all do. And we hope when somebody buys it for their area, it works just as good for them. But that's another reason why I do custom baits for people, because they may live next to a lake that certain colors and patterns work better, and they have a hard time finding those colors and patterns. So I paint them for those people. I do special requests. Let me just mail it to you. It's kind of fun watching somebody paint the bait that you're going to use and that you catch fish with. It's just kind of cool. Clean this out better. Break out the little thing, little tool. Make the nozzle off. Looks like I got something stuck in it. Let me take out the little pipe cleaners. Pipe cleaner in. And push out whatever is in there, a little piece of dry paint perhaps, that came through, probably what clogged up that other one. Use the needle, make sure that it is nice and clean. Let me take this. Hey Jay, hey you guys, best to you and yours, man. I hope you guys have wonderful memories. It's all about when it comes down to it, it's about memories. That's why I like fishing. Fishing is memories. And it is... Let's clean this up. So I hope everybody doesn't argue too much with those that you live with. From an Italian household. So, you're not arguing. You're not talking. That's the way it works. I had 2 older sisters, and when I was growing up, I had a mom. She's passed away now, but 3 Italian, Sicilian women in the house. You really don't get much work. The guy doesn't get much words in. So, I started a blog, more for people with PTSD, struggle with depression. I know I seem like such a happy-go-lucky guy, but I do struggle with PTSD, depression. So the blog is really for those people. And the blog's address, if you ever want to look at it, which is a great story recently, I just put in yesterday. Michael Ruffino Thoughts. So all one word, Michael Ruffino Thoughts. .weebly.com. That's the I can put it in there. If you guys want to, if you know somebody who is struggling with depression, that's it. So that is my blog. So if you really want to know what's in my head, you go to the blog. But my wife told me that I'm not. It's hard for people to understand me because I hide it with laughter, humor, sarcasm, and a little obnoxious. So part of my therapy is to be more transparent, so people can see. And it's hard to do, but it might help somebody. I don't know. It may just help somebody. So this is basically what we got so far. But I want to do something more than just that. We're going to have to put a pattern on it. What do we got here? No. Maybe. Yeah, let's just put some stripes on it. Alright. Well, black is always a good stripe. That's what we'll do. We'll put some black stripes on it. Although, it'd be kind of fun to do something really different with them. It's going to have to be a good contrast. Blue. How about blue stripes? That could be good. Yeah. I'm going to put a pearlized blue on it. That'll be really good. We're going to have to dry these up really good though, because if I put a stencil on it, I don't want it to mess up my paint jobs that are already on it. So anyway, yeah, that's my blog. So funny when I never did a blog before. Basically, it's just a thought, right? Put down thoughts. And so my daughter says, "Dad, you need a byline. You need to do this." And so my 15-year-old daughter tells me how to set up my blog. But I think it turned out okay. The blog itself Yeah, work that way first. It might help somebody with PTSD. I mean, it's hard to explain PTSD to people. Very hard to explain. Because it's confusing to us. The trauma that we experience manifests itself in a strange way, and then unbeknownst to ourselves, it just happens. And sometimes it can go away in a week or two, or and then come back. My last episode happened for 2 months. I was in the dumps, so I didn't do very many videos. I'm not sure if I did any, but when that happens, it's very depressing. You retreat, and you don't want eating that stripes. Yeah. Lots of stencils. Some I made, some I bought. Lots and lots of stuff. That could be good. At least for the fat one. Yeah. Sort of a fire. Grab some blue tape. Oh, it's right here. Where is it? Some. Lots of rolls of blue tape. Alright, so we want to sort of that. Yeah, that works. That's going to look really cool. But now, I don't think I want blue. Red. Give it more of a bleeding look. We'll see. Do it on this fat one and see what it looks like. Could look cool. You never know. There's a pearlized red, so it's sort of like a 3D look on the side of it. So I'm going to dry paint. Take it all off the tip. Make sure the tip is clean, so when you put it in, you don't get a clogging going. Alright. And what to fix. Alright. Feels like it's clogged. It's not coming out now. There it comes. Just cleaned it. Should be good. What do I get for being so careful, right? that way. And so we don't overspray it. And we're going to stick this pattern right like that. That looks cool. Come on, that looks cool. Okay, let's do it on the other side. Yeah. I'm going to blend it into the cheek just a little bit. Into the grip kill. No, that was not very good. We'll just make the whole head that way. Oh, that's cool. But it still looks really cool. Alright. I like it. Alright. But maybe I just want to, let me see this one and see if I can. I like that too. Just a fade into it. Take care, Connery. You take care. Hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for stopping by. Hit thumbs up. Alright, still need a little bit more on that side. No way, huh? A little more. Little bit here, little bit there, little bit everywhere. Like the red bone green. Looks really good. It'll make it look like a bleeding fish in the water. It's going to be great. A little bit of red really helps. We put quite a bit of red on these, so it'll work. It will work. And that's the important part. Part. I'm getting a lot of debris in here. clean, clean, clean. You gotta do this a lot. But usually not as much as this. But you do it when you have to. See, there is something there. That just came out. A little bit more. Look at that. Some dry paint. Looks like dry paint is what it looks like. Quite a bit. A little more. It's red, so it came out of that red bottle. Alright. I think I see nothing else coming out, so that's good. Yay! Good as new. Good as new. Put this back together. And we'll do 4 more. Bigger ones. Come on. There we go. Back to working. It is a mechanical device. So this is going to make hay, just like anything. A little water in here. Go, and we'll hang those up to cure, and then we'll make some bigger ones. So that's all the finesse ones I got left. So I love finesse baits. I really do, because they catch. Finesse catches all the time. You don't catch big ones, but you catch a lot of fish. And if you don't catch a lot of little ones, you're not going to catch a big one. You really need to get that feeding frenzy going. So, you got to have a finesse rod on your... You need 2 rods, basically, to really, go after stuff. You need a finesse, and you need a medium, heavy medium. So light tackle, medium. And you can go out there and catch anything you want, as often as you want, all day long. It's just a heck of a lot more fun. So, alright, I love round bills. See this thing right here? See that? This is a new thing for me. It's a knockoff of something. I don't know. I never had one. Anyway, it's kind of cool looking. I've never fished with it before, so we're going to. There's a few more here. 2, 3 of them. 4 of them. Do 4 of them. Alright. Do 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 do. Well, what's going on? Shows I'm still streaming. Huh. Oh, there we go. I'm there. I'm back. Thought I lost you guys. So we're going to wipe these things down. These are these big old thingies. Probably just my internet on my tablet there. Looks like it's going in and out. That looks like I'm doing okay over there, so I hope. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll reconnect here. See what happens. Okay, good. I think we're back. At least on my tablet. I probably didn't go anywhere with you guys. Alright, so now think. Laser face. Radium. Actually, it is pretty cool looking. This one is a color shift, yellow to green. And I did do some craws in this. We haven't done a nice color shift, so we'll go with a black base. And we're going to make these color shift. So we got to put a black base on it, and then we'll have to let it dry for a couple minutes under the dryer, and then we can add the color shift paints. Turbo Dorks. Turbo Dork. I know, what a strange name. It's like Terrible at Fishing. That's kind of what they did. They took my idea. Make something so ridiculous in a name. You gotta remember it. Terrible at Fishing. It's a terrible name. Because the word terrible is in it. I like it. And what is going on with my internet? Here, my wireless. Come on. Oh, there he goes. I don't know what's it doing. Tablet's going nuts. Alright. Looks a little thick. This is a large needle, so I'm good. Alright. So now we're just painting it black. That's what we're doing. We're just painting these babies black. Kind of shaped like a lipless, but with a lip. They are a knockoff of something. I just don't know what it is. I got them on the Black Friday special. from lure bills. Can't go wrong. Got a lot of good baits for a really good price. Good. So squeeze that in there. And those now will dry a nice flat black. So clean out this black. Very important when you do a thorough clean when you go from black to any color. Gotta get it all out. So it sprays nice and clear. Shake this up, gives us plenty of time to shake up the turbo dork. It's called turbo dork, it really is. Yeah, turbo dork. And you paint. I always put things back where they're supposed to go. Yeah. Or they fall on the floor. There you go. Use a lot. This actually is really, really thick stuff, so you gotta thin it out really a lot. So it's probably 2 to 1 almost. I mean, it is quite a bit thick. It's really thick. So this little bottle right here is actually almost double its size. 20 milliliters. This is 40 milliliters, so it's probably 1 ounce. It's probably 1 full fluid ounce after you're done thinning it and using it. These nice and dry too. There we go. Got 4 likes. Thanks everybody. Should come out a green, yellow to green color shift on this. Should look pretty cool. It's a lighter shift, so. Alright. A lot of reducer in here. It's funny. The way the color looks coming out of the bottle looks purple. It's a lavender look. Yeah, it's yellow and green, you know. A lot of metallic plates. Use a big tip on this. Do not try to use a medium or fine on this stuff. You need a large tip. Large tip. Because it is thick. Comes out almost like toothpaste. I always like mixing it in the cup so you don't lose it. I mean in the airbrush cup. There we go. So now, when we you spray this, it really, I don't know, it's really hard for you to see it. But there's the green. The way it looks right when I put it on. So you kind of put a tack coat on it. We're going to do layers of this. But, you know, this was flat black a second ago, as you saw. And now it's a green with a yellow, purple. Actually, there's some blue in there too. So, very cool. I really don't want to waste this stuff. It's so expensive. But you want the full effect. I mean, that is very cool looking, isn't it? That's only the first coat. It gets much better as we layer it on. You know, it's really cool. Looks great. I like that color shift. This one's called Radium. It is the best color shift paint I've ever run across, and I've used a few brands, and four other brands. This is the best. You just gotta dry it. One layer at a time. It'd be neat to put just hand paint some white spots on it. Thinking. Sort of give it some texture, some pattern to it. That's what I got artist brushes for, right? What do you think about the beard? What do you think of the beard? It's only 7 days old, but give it another 7 days when I'm going on vacation. Get back from vacation, Grizzly Adams right there, buddy. Now, let's do another coat. Man, that's beautiful. It really is very, very, very pretty. You guys can see that color shift to it. It really is very, very, very pretty. I like it a lot. Glad I bought it. It is so pretty. It's amazing you can, you know, on top of black, something that looks purple can do something like that with pigmentation. It's just cool looking. It sounds like magic. It's magic. Turbo dark magic. And just layer it. Do that layer. I usually like to do 3 layers on this, so let's see what we can do with it. We're over 1,200 subscribers. Thank you very much. Now we just need my hours up so we can monetize a little bit and make my 50 cents a month. Whatever you make, I don't know. And I'm looking at all these colors right now and I'm thinking about the hand texture on it. You do a sponge on it, you know. Cut a sponge and do that. I think it'll cover too much of that color shift though. Okay, last coat on these babies. Last coat, just enough. So pretty. Pretty. Just a couple more squirts in here, so we'll use that on the bottom of these guys. Voila. Well timed. Ran out just in time. I always guess on the high side, especially if you mix a paint or color. Always remember your drop ratio. Mix colors. Pretty crazy, huh? It's got that yellow, the blue, and the green shift to it. I don't think you guys can see it. Yeah, there it is. There it is. From flat black to that. How cool is that? It's pretty cool. Right. Think. Love red. I'm going to mist it with some transparent yellow to brighten up the belly a little bit. I'm going to do brighten up the belly just a bit with some transparent yellow. It is my favorite color. I break this on just about all my baits. I don't know, I think it just has that like a glow in the water, you know? And it just looks good. It just causes, almost gives it a gold looking, you know? Just brightens that belly up just a little bit to give it that shine in the water. Almost a gold. Really think it does a good job. It does a real good job, actually. I know it does a good job. Because I fished with this color more than once. Just looks so much better with this transparent yellow on it. Yeah. Just looks so much better with that transparent. It just really brightens up that belly. This thing flies through the water. It's just going to shine. And I like that a lot. And I put sort of like a little bit of this on my baits, and it's just makes a night-day difference. Night and day difference. Very cool. Those look good. Those look real good. What do I say every time I paint baits? That'll catch fish. Every time. Yeah, it's funny. You can make a bait to catch a fisherman. Make it look like a fish. Or you can make a bait that fish have never seen before. If I make a bunch of ones that look like bluegills, well, fish have seen bluegill baits. They ain't never seen that. They ain't never seen that. And that, when it comes to bass fishing, it's very, 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 very important to give the fish something totally different to look at. Surprising. That's right. Don't mess around. Yeah, surprising. It's like, boom. What is that? Oh my God. I tell people when you're fishing, you're basically annoying a fish and catching them off guard. Best thing about hard bait fishing is that it's a reaction strike. It's an instinctive reaction to something that they have no control over. And so when you give them something that they have no control over, you can fish anytime you want. It's another great thing about hard bait fishing. You're not, you'll catch more, in the morning and evenings, but you can catch all day long because you're not working their feeding pattern. You're working their instincts. So when you take a hard bait with a rattle and you're presenting it to them in a way that just annoys the crud out of them, they hit it, whether they want to or not, whether they're hungry or not. The fish is going to hit it. So hard bait fishing is all about triggering a biting snoot. It's all about that. So by making a hard bait look more like, I don't know, a fish that they commonly eat, yeah, it works, but it works more during their feeding times. If you make one with a color scheme that they've never seen before, then you're not working their feeding times because they're not used to it. They simply don't know what to do, and so they do what comes naturally. They bite it, and so you create colors that are attractive to them, but at the same time, patterns that are new to them. And that creates you, alright, my channel is called Terrible at Fishing. But you guys know I catch like 50 fish every time I go out practically during this fishing season. So, you can see, this is a very different looking bait, but with colors that they find attractive, which is the green, the yellow, the blue. Believe it or not, blue works really good, and so does lavenders. I love lavender baits. And really there's only one fish in our water that has lavender, which is a pumpkin seed sunfish. And not real common, although I've caught quite a few of them, but not a real common fish, and especially at Lake of the Woods. I've only caught one there. I think I'm probably the only one that's ever caught a pumpkin seed there. So it's not a common feeding fish. It's a great, and it's probably the most beautiful fish that you can catch here in Oregon, is a pumpkin seed sunfish. But these colors that I created just now, more than just the pattern. The patterns are there to get attention. A flash, a twinkle in the water. That's what patterns do, and it sort of gets their attention. Colors are what like this one. This is for stained water. It's a darker bait. You're going to use this in stained water. This one you're going to use in clearer water. So you have two different situations that you use either one of these baits on. So not that one won't work in the other water, but typically dark baits in dark water, light baits in light water. Why, you say? Because you need light to see color. Without light, there's no color in the world. So in light and clearer water, more sunlight comes in, and it makes any kind of colors, bright colors, stand out. In dark water, they're looking at profiles. They're not seeing color. They're seeing that. But as light hits this, so let's say we had 3 or 4 feet visibility. This one goes down about 5 or 6 feet. There might be some light striking it, but it's got a really good rattle. So that attracts them too and annoys them. Again, all they want is peace and quiet, and they just hit it. Just hit it. So very cool. Yeah, we did 8. We'll stop at 8. We'll do 8 more tomorrow, and then we'll start adding eyes and clear coating. I've got 22 of them over here that are finished just curing on the rack, and see if I can get this one off without. Really like this one. So the game operation. Pull it off the rack. Look at that. So this one, I went with sort of a copper, but with a color shifting back to it. That is just so. This one, it's a jointed jerkbait, and I think I'm going to use this at the ocean. I just absolutely think this came out beautiful. It was the only jointed jerkbait blank I had, and I really wanted to do something different with it. So I put a pearl on it, and then with the copper highlights, and with a turbo dork paint color shift on it, I think that is a winner fishy dinner right there. I really think it's going to do really well out in the ocean or a lake or wherever I want to throw it. Really beautiful bait. Came out great. I gotta figure out how to get it back in there. Let's see what I can do here. There we go. And there we go. Hang it up and let it cure. So, but anyway, these are the basics right there. That's my desk. I made this computer today, or earlier this year. It's my anniversary present. So yeah, this is which you don't usually get to see this area because you see it that away with my green screen. I have a green screen that goes down. So, pretty cool, huh? When I made this room, I wanted to make it more like a studio. And I got, my microphone here. Wow, it's pretty cool. I like it. So, yeah, you can see I've been working on baits, on reels, medical stuff. Try to keep me going. But, yeah, it's kind of fun, huh? I'm not even looking at you. Alright, well, hit Maddie and Kay, and we'll let you go. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up. Do not forget to enter the drawing for a fishing reel. Giving away a very nice fishing reel. So I want you guys to sort of go in there, make sure you're subscribed, like, comment, share, all that fun stuff. Let's get our subscribers up. Since I'm giving away a $40 reel and shipping it off to somebody, and who knows what else might be in that box. You just never know. I got a lot of baits I've been doing. A lot of baits. And by the time we ship it, which is in the first week of February, it will, I'll have about 70 baits, 800 baits all done. And so I might put a little surprise in there for somebody. And a sticker. Gotta have a sticker. And you need a Terrible at Fishing sticker. And then I wouldn't do this to my subscribers. This other reel that I'm going to give away at the fishing event. I'm going at the ice fishing event. I'm trying to line up volunteer speakers for it, and I want to have a schedule of some pro guides and professional fishermen. Hopefully that will volunteer there, because it's a free event for families with a kids zone and everything. So hopefully I can find some local guys here in Southern Oregon that won't mind coming to Lake of the Woods and speaking for an hour, signing autographs. They can put up a booth for if they're a guide, and try to get some business. This is the second time I've invited a professional fisherman. So hopefully, he can make some time for us this year. But he's a pro fisherman, pro bass fisherman. So, I don't know. It's a shot in the dark. But if you never ask, you'll never know. You'll never get them if you never ask.